cultivation of naturally colored cottons has the potential to reduce the need for pesticides and chemical toxins. Native cultures used colored cotton for textiles for centuries, but commercial production of the plant started in the U.S. only recently. Because of low yields, short fibers, and the availability of cheap dyed alternatives, naturally colored cotton didn't get much attention here, until Sally Fox began addressing the problem in the 1980s. Fox was an insect biologist when she was confronted with the challenge by a local cotton breeder to develop commercially viable colored cotton plants.
I just looked at this and said, wow, what's going on here? Why isn't anyone improving this fiber so it could be more easily spun? And he said, well, there's no market for it. And I said, well, why isn't anyone making the market for it? And he handed me this sack of seeds and said, well, why don't you do it?
So she did. The first challenge was to breed cotton plants with longer fibers that could be machine spun for a commercial market. Sally worked on developing such plants by cross-pollinating various plants selected for their fibers and colors.
This is the female part of the flower right there. That's the stigma. And we've taken the pollen off of this flower last night. Now I'm bringing pollen from a different plant. You can see it's a completely different flower. And putting that pollen right on the stigma. Now, the seeds that develop in this cotton boll, this one boll right here, will be hybrid seeds, and they're the beginning of a lot of potential new variability.
The new colored cotton plants have the same advantages that native hand weavers have appreciated for centuries. There is no waste produced by dyeing, and the plants are naturally resistant to pests, so pesticides aren't needed.
The cotton plants that produce this cotton of color are more vigorous than regular cotton. They're from wilder origins. They haven't been domesticated and put through breeding programs where people are using pesticides.
What's more, the greens and browns produced naturally actually intensify with washing. Still a fledgling industry, other breeders are attempting to develop more colors, but the market for this cotton is still limited. But hopes for the environmentally friendly product are still alive. Naturally colored cottons are used in the manufacture of cloth for the natural products industry both here in the US and in Europe.